Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This week we're continuing on with the renovation project of this one-car garage into my new wood shop. This week we've got all the insulation going up. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Insulation, it really is more efficient when you cut it down and you don't just stuff it in the hole. It has to have a little bit of room to breathe. As dumb as that sounds, just shoving more of it in there actually takes away from the insulating properties of it. For this situation, I don't care. Alright, now that I've got the garage insulated on that wall, I want to start moving stuff around to get an idea of where the layout of everything is going to go, and then we'll bring that into SketchUp and I'll show you on the computer just how the shop is going to look, at least for the first iteration. I think for now I'm going to store all of the A1 mini boxes underneath that table just to get them out of the way, because I still have some insulation to put up on the left side of the garage door. Alright, that's as far as I'm going to get right now until I go to the store and get more insulation. Why don't we go take a look inside the computer and see how I think I'm going to lay this place out. Alright, I'm just going to pull some of the stuff from my previous SketchUp file on the shop first and move what I have over to the new space. It's not going to be perfect, I just want to get a general idea. I also want to update it so it's accurate. And I've got a little table that I'm going to put a router table on. First, though, let's get some dust collection hung on the wall just so we have an idea of how much space we're working with. And we'll bring the radial arm saw in too, not that one, that's much too big. There we go. Alright, that looks good.
A few inches later.
Okay, so we're back in the single bay garage. Next up is going to be getting the table saw in here. I'm going to convert that back to 110 because I don't really want to run 220 into this space. The trusty old air compressor died after 8 years, $160 at Harbor Freight 8 years ago. The thing did me well. Alright, so I've got the table saw kind of where I had it in the drawing-ish. It's not perfect, but this will do for now. The jointer's in an odd spot because it runs right into the table saw, but I don't think that's going to end up being as big of an issue as I think, because I can just, you know, pull the saw out when I need to use the jointer. So I think this is going to work out. Alright, and another thing I want to get into the new space is all of my clamps, my saws, my chisels, basically everything that was in that last shot right there I want to get out. So just unscrewing it, taking everything down, and we're going to bring it over into the new space. Since I don't plan to cover these walls, I'm just going to start hanging them up right now. Basically everything is going to go on that back wall. There's more than enough room, and I think I'm going to try to set that up as my main woodworking area. To the right of this, I would actually like to put one of those flip-up workbenches so I have some more storage on the back wall, and then when I need the workbench, I can flip it down. When I don't need it, it can be stored in an upright position out of the way. The next thing is the router table that's behind me. This piece, basically the back of the fence and the dust collection port, is snapped off. So I'm going to take this one off and remodel it in Shaper 3D. Alright, so that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. The router table, 3D modeling and 3D printing that new fence for it is going to be next week, along with 3D modeling a clamp rack for some of our smaller F-style clamps. If that is something that interests you, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button so you'll be notified when the next video gets posted. Until then, take care.